5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies, gentlemen, hobbyists, channel enthusiasts, train enthusiasts, welcome one and all to this, the big reveal, the 100th episode, and 1 year to the day that we published the first episode on YouTube. And here it is. This is the fruits of my labours. This is the fruits of my labours. This is what we've managed to achieve. This is what we've got. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't worry, we will be doing an overview. Now, of course, it's not really complete because I want to have a fence around there, and I want to add more people. I want to add more scatter material. You know, there's more weathering powders to put on, and you know, there's still so much left to do, and a broken signal, which you know the railway can't afford to be without. But it's done enough that it looks less like a baseboard and more like a railway. I think that the green scatter really does help set it apart. You know, from looking too dull. You know, the variations of ballast that we've got from the level crossing down to here and then round to there. And, you know, this here in the shunting yards. So there's plenty to go through. So now you've had an overview, let's get you down close so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so here we are down near the control deck. And this is the two loops, and there you can see a station, which is just a station. It's not even a station really. It's kind of like a pick-up drop-off station kind of thing. You know, it just stops for a few minutes to let people on and let people off. And then of course we've got the side in there, or it could even be a loop around. That's probably what it could be. And then moving round, we have this lovely decorated hut that I did quite some months ago. And we even have fencing up, which I'm really, really pleased about. It looks so good. Here's the station master's house. I've been aching to show this in its entirety. The station master's wife is quite the gardener, so she's got some, not necessarily trees, but large bushes, I guess, in bloom. And then there's the station master's shed, with some stone slabs leading all the way around the house. And here is the station master's car, which is his Ford Anglia. He's trying to convert it and get it working, get it road legal. And, you know, I just think that if you had someone stood on that fencing waving at the trains as they go by, that would look so good. And then here we've got a couple of signs. I have done this one a bit weird, but I quite like it. You know, the fence goes through it. You know, so the whistle's on the other side. And then the fencing just stops right about here. And then coming round, we have the signal box, which does actually look quite nice. This is how I wanted it to look, basically. I looked up images of signal boxes, and one that looks a bit like this cropped up, one that was green and white, and I just wanted mine to look quite weathered. So as you can see, I've done the wooden panelling white, and then obviously I weathered it up, which I think looks quite good. And then obviously the green's done with smoke weathering powder, and then coming round you've got pretty much the same all the way around. The level crossing, nothing much has changed there, apart from these are, well, guess what they are? Just look at them and guess what they are. Guess what they could have been. Nope, they're Lego plates, 1x2 plates, and they make the curb, which I think looks mighty fine. And then I've added pathways on, well, I've tried to add them on both sides, and then the start of a trail here, which is supposed to continue on all the way down there. Speaking of all the way down there, we have the big country station, I guess you could call it. And we do actually have some people standing at the station now. This guy's the kind of guy that's like, oh, where is this bloody train? You know, this guy's looks like he's doing the crossword. You know, and then these two, you can see, have you got the passports? Yes. Have you got the tickets? Yes. Did you remember to lock the door? Yes. Which looks fabulous. Yes, I haven't put the glass in yet. And I probably won't for a while because I want to weather it all up. But I actually want to enjoy it while it's new. And then nothing much has really changed here. And then continuing on, there's that broken signal that we mentioned. There's a signal there. And then we can continue on round. There's another little hut. That's basically going to be a spare shed for the goods shed, which we're going to go over soon. And coming around here, we've got some more fencing. And then the smaller country station with... this is meant to be basically gravel. You know, when you walk across it, it makes crunching noises. But now it just looks pathetic, really. I mean, it looks... I mean, compare that to the scatter material next to it. It just looks terrible, to be honest. So I'll probably scrape that up and do it again. And then coming around here, we have the modern prefab, which is basically going to be a holiday home. And that needs a bit of a fence around it as well. I'm not going to bother doing the interior like I was, because the interior is going to be too complicated. And you're probably not really going to see it that much. And then, of course, you end up back at the station. Now, showing the rest of it, coming off this set of points here, you end up in the shunting yards. And here's the shunting yards. And this is basically where two shunters are kept, a diesel and a steamer. Here's their shed. And then there's the buffers. And then coming down onto this track, we have Annie and Carabao. And this is basically for little pieces of rolling stock, I guess. I've not really thought it through. But the bit I have thought through is this bit, which is the refueling stage. So we've got the water tower here, which has been weathered up just like everything else. And then there's the pipe. And then here's a homemade diesel tanker, which I'm really proud of. Took the old, I think it's a Shell or a BP tanker. I think it's a Shell one. And then I just made the base for it, and then added in the ladder and weathered it, and it looks beautiful. I love that. Then I got this coaling stage. I was going to make one, but this is basically kind of what I wanted. And then, of course, you've got a little coaling office there. So, you know, you have to document how much coal you've taken on board. And then coming back around to here, off here we have the goods shed. On the little siding is a flatbed with a boiler and a buffer. And then in the goods shed is the old Smoky Joe, and it's being rebuilt. I still need to put some people in there and make it look dirty and grimy and well used. And then you can get some really nice shots here. There you can see the buffers, and it just looks really fantastic. And I am enjoying what we've got going on here. Coming back to the station, here is the car park, which does need to be shrunk, so I'll probably put some bushes around that. And then coming onto here, we have basically a little cafe, little newsstand and cafe. And here, these I am stupidly proud of. Picnic benches, and they look so gorgeous. I love them. They came with a laser cut kit, and you could make 3 of these and then 3 of a different type. So at the minute I've just done these and I've arranged them facing the statue dedicated to Frank Hornby himself, which is one of my old 040s. And this was the engine that was called Frank, and then I scuttered it up, and because of the way it's been painted, it looks like it's made out of concrete. It is actually a working locomotive. I've just made it so then, I mean, you can see there that the wheels are locked in place, so it will work, because that's the old Santa's Express chassis. And then coming away, you've just got a really long trail which leads down to a pond / lake / watering hole. You've got a nice little jetty that you can fish off of. No diving, I need to put a sign up. And then some nice little pebbles surrounding it. And then you can walk around the thing. Now, obviously, this is in scale miles. So, you know, if this was really large, that would be maybe 10-20 minute walk to go all the way around. I have kind of messed up. I wanted to have the fencing as close to the track as I could get. So that then, you know, when you're walking around, you can climb up onto the fence and wave to a steam engine going by. But as you can see, it's interfering with the path. And I think that just about covers it. Yeah, we've pretty much covered everything. So yeah, that is the completed layout, guys. Well, not completed, but it's done enough. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this. Obviously, it still needs finishing up, but this is how much work I've been doing over the last year. I mean, it took until, episode 80-ish to get the track pin down. And there's still tons to do. I still need to fix the third controller that's going to be part of the shunting yard so I can have power here. There's still tons of weathering to do. There's still tons of stuff to do in general. I still need to sort out the furniture in the station master's house. There is still tons to be getting on with. But that's the great thing about this hobby, is that there's always plenty to do. But this is what we've done so far, and this is what I'm proud of. So now we've done 100 episodes. Let's see what happens in the next 100. And let's see what happens in the next year of owning a train set. So it's been a year yesterday that we bought the train set. Let's see what it's like a year on when we've built it, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Always much appreciated. And stay tuned for plenty more railway fun coming your way over the next few days. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.